J-Dawg back to answer more goddamn questions. And they've been picking up, so that's good. Paid skis been picking up. So still get them in, because, like I said, nice and easy to fucking go over on this goddamn phone doing them when they're all printed out. First one's from an anonymous paid question. Said, "Sup, devil, my last paid ski cut off because my dumb ass didn't know PayPal limits characters. Let me type it all out anyways." Oh, really? It usually cuts you off and says that you're past your limit. At least for most things it goddamn does. But is that why you goddamn kept your name anonymous? Too embarrassed to fuck put your full name saying that you goddamn couldn't figure the PayPal notes out? Last part of my paid ski you addressed in your video, behemoth and bands of equal size are cash grab metal. Yeah, that they are. Was on Cradle of Filth's recent t-shirt release on Instagirl. I'll attach pictures for context. Behemoth also did the same exact thing with COF copied, it seems. The most non-hetero shit I've seen in my entire life. Looks like something out of a Madonna or Lady Gaga music video. Yeah, the shirts designs you sent me were absolutely fucking deplorable looking. Granted, coming from huge bands like that, though, dude, it doesn't surprise me anymore. Because, hell, I'm pretty sure that even Cannibal's got some, maybe not like girly looking designs like that, like the Cryptopsy, None So Cute and all that shit. And the designs that you sent me, but I guarantee they have shit where you're just like, oh, man, dude, that's fucking dumb. So... But I know Morbid Angel, all the big boys. On said subject, which I believe you addressed briefly before, on the super gay Cryptopsy anime girl t-shirts. Oh yeah. When bands do this kind of thing, does it turn you completely off from them? Even their early catalog you may have liked previously. No, because honestly, dude, I mean, it's just annoying because it is what it is, and times have just changed, dude. I mean, it's just everybody's welcome to this goddamn scene now, which, yeah, I don't like it, but this kind of thing seems fucking crooked as fuck. Need to get a proper goddamn stand for this fucking thing in the office. Haven't figured something out yet. No, I mean, it doesn't turn me off from the bands, but it is annoying to say the least, and not to mention a band like Cryptopsy, it was kind of like, dude, that later shit is fucking bad. Granted, I can't say I've heard every fucking album, but dude, I heard some shit where it's like, it was borderline tweencore. I was like, oh, dude, this shit is fucking terrible. Like, trying to think in comparison, like, I mean, who are the kings of going bad as far as an extreme metal? Probably the Morbid Angel album, right? That Marilyn Manson sounding bullshit album. But I'm trying to think. Cryptopsy's up there. I could say that where it's just ultra fucking goddamn bad. So I kind of stopped caring what they were doing anyways, dude. I mean, the last thing I like is Whisper Supremacy, and even that's goddamn pushing it. Another similar example to Cryptopsy, anime girl shirt Exhumed released some kind of Pokemon shirt attached picture. Yeah, dude, they also did the Gorfield shirt too. I remember when that first came out, I told fucking Harvey at the show, oh man, these are fucking dumb. Wasn't my idea. I think his label or something, so they just going with the flow, you know. They're printing them up or whatever. But yeah, it's again, I'm not into the fucking. I took my goddamn death metal serious. Again, not super serious in the sense that I'm fucking sacrificing babies and raping goddamn nuns. I'm not saying that, but I didn't take it as a joke. I took it as serious, extreme topics, and not to be fucking completely goofed around about. Or a little bit of a different example is like bands supporting cancel culture pushy shit, like Carl Willett's a bolt thrower wearing Antifa and stop supporting racist band shirts. Dude, I get the fucking vibe from everything I've heard from behind the scenes that bolt throwers a bunch of biggest ass fucking wimpy ass fucking woke tards on the face of this goddamn earth that a real death metalist would never say. Again, dude, I gotta say it, man. I've said it and I meant it. I think bolt thrower is probably the most overrated goddamn good death metal band in the history of the fucking existence. What I mean by good death metal band, for example, like some shit's overrated, but I think it sucks. I don't think Bolt Thrower sucks. I do like it. I do like Realm of Chaos. I like the demos and Battle There Is No Law. War Master's the latest thing I know, but I have heard a couple later things. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. Nothing sucks. All in all, they're a very okay, pretty good death metal band, but overrated as goddamn fuck. I mean, dude, like when it's over, I'm like, oh, I heard enough of that. I mean, dude, Centurion destroys them. Altar destroys them. The Hem destroys them. Way better fucking bands, but they're not even closest. Dude, Hypocrisy, these first two Hypocrisy, goated as goddamn fuck. I'm saying it, and I mean it, dude. Asculum, Senum, and fucking Penetralia, the first two Hypocrisy albums, that destroys everything Bolt Thrower's ever put together combined by a very large margin. They're very okay. Dude, even the goddamn name's fucking stupid. The logo looks Masters of the Universe. Their covers are fucking dumb. It wasn't brutal or offensive. I mean, I wanted to see some goddamn Once Upon the Cross, some Butchered at Birth. That's death metal. I've always thought their shit, even from their covers and stuff, because Bolt Thrower was a band I got into. The first thing I got into was their demos, not to be that guy. It's just they came out, there was a bootleg LP limited to like 67 copies. DAWG owns it, of course. It's just an all-white cover with a sticker on the front. And that's the first thing I goddamn got. And that was like in 2003, I think. So I would have been 18 years old. So I was late to the game. I was already listening to Cannibals, the Deicide. And I just thought, yeah, it's pretty good. But I mean, the brutal shit was fucking better, dude. It just was. And what I noticed is the people that love the Bolt Thrower, that's their favorite death metal band, is just the wanky guitar fucking nerds. It's like, dude, it doesn't have the oomph, the fucking roughness, and the toughness of fucking Deicide. Not even fucking close. And don't even get me started on a such fucking roughness, toughness. Just makes you want to rip your fucking steering wheel off your goddamn car, Centurion Corazon Chaos Gods. That just has hate for days. Altar, Youth Against Christ. You'll never hear anybody say that fucking those are better than Bolt Thrower. Again, part of the reason is because it's mostly posers that don't think for themselves, and they say by default what you're supposed to say, what they think you have to say. Bullshit, dude. I call it right on out. For me, it depends on what exactly it is, but the Bolt Thrower and Behemoth / Cradle of Filth examples are enough for me to write off these bands as irredeemable and total poser pussy shit. Yes and no, dude. You can't go by that because, again, dude, most of these guys in the bands are fucking posers, or at the best are burnouts, just cash grab guys because they're not going to go get a day job. That's all they could do. So that's, I mean, pretty much. I'm almost saying, dude. I mean, I don't want to sit there and throw out too many names because main reason I don't want to burn too many more goddamn. I don't want to burn more bridges for future interviews. But you can use your imagination. Let's just say this. Any big extreme metal band that's, what do I want to use for number-wise? That's just, but put it this way, I guess the best way to say it is that you know for a fact that every single person on this channel has heard of, like even the newbies, even the 15-year-olds, that they even know who they are. I would say it's pretty much all, every single one of them, they're being done for money. I think that's a pretty safe goddamn assumption. So if you write it off by that, I mean, just write off everybody, dude, and just listen to underground metal bands only. So you can't go by that. I mean, do what the fuck you want, but that's not how I. Again, I go by music, man. I separate everything because if I went by these guys personally and shit like that, I'd be burning half my collection. Now, every time I hear those bands, all I can think of is the gayness. Just a reminder every time I hear it. The Exhumed and Cryptopsy examples for me are distasteful, but not enough for me to not listen to the material. Blasphemy Made Flesh and None So Vile exclusively for Cryptopsy. Yeah, and again, dude, realistically, in my opinion, dude, maybe to ease you at mind, Cryptopsy is not around no more. Behemoth is not around no more. What do you mean, dog? A lot of these, again, I don't want to burn too many bridges, but let's just say some of these fests, we got so-and-so back playing. That band's not around no more. Sarcophago is not around no more. What do you mean, dog? Bands that have practically no original members and don't have their original sound, they sound nothing. Again, you're allowed to tweak your sound and change a little bit. I mean, I understand not everybody wants to be, Dying Fetus or Cannibal Corpse where you're a complete one-trick goddamn pony. I understand that. Profanatical, one-trick pony. Mortician, one-trick pony. To where they want to diverse a little bit, but you should be pretty goddamn similar. Like, I think Deicide's totally acceptable. Like, it's still blasting goddamn death metal, satanic death metal. I mean, but does the last record sound like the first? No, but it's the same kind of goddamn music. Behemoth, it's nothing. Listen to the first goddamn Behemoth record and listen to the last one. You haven't heard the last one, dog. I don't motherfucking need to. Last thing I heard was Zoeus Kai Cultus, and it was absolutely zero, nothing, not even remotely close to the first goddamn record. To me, those bands are not around anymore. I'll just go ahead and say it too. Sinister is not around anymore, man. Sinister is not a band that is around to me anymore. Sinister is cross the sticks, diabolical summoning, hate, up to aggressive measures, and I'll even give them creative killings. They're not around anymore, dude. What they're doing, that's because it's not the same fucking band. So for you to say that, Cryptopsy's been gone since literally, dude, fucking pretty much None So Violent. I'll give you Whisper. But even that's pushing it because without Worm, it's not the same band, but at least it still had flow on drums. They still have flow on drums. Not the fucking point, homie. What I'm getting at is on Whisper Supremacy, his drumming style was still very much the same as it was on the first two records. Do you notice? And Then You'll Beg for a Better Album. His drumming style is a little bit more out of gas. It's not as like blasting as the first goddamn three. So yeah, even though he's still in the band, dude, it sounds nothing like it. I've heard shit. It sucks balls. Cryptopsy is not a band that is around anymore. Cover band. It's fucking cover topsy. When you go see Cryptopsy, you're seeing cover topsy. When you go see Suffocation, you're seeing covercation. Don't care about covercation. Don't care about cover topsy. Those bands are no longer around. Morbid Angel is dead and gone. They are no longer around. Cannibal and Deicide, they are still around. And I don't need to explain why. The TISH is still around. Hemorrhage is still around. Some bands that are still around, but a lot of these they aren't. I don't consider them to be around anymore. Cradle of Filth to me is not around no more. They're not around. It's drastically different than the early albums. I guess one more thing to bring up on this subject, which relates to your last video addressing the pedophile allegations of Jeff Becerra, is such allegations were confirmed that Jeff was an actual pedochild diddler. Would you change your perception or ability to listen to Possess anymore as a result? No, because I could just tell you this, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but when I met Jeff, he's the type of person, just from my meeting, when I left that, I'm like, he was nice, he was fine, but is he a person you have over your house on your own time with no allegations? No. Just because he's into drinking and partying and we got nothing in common. I mean, yeah, he's a legend. I do an interview with him, and I'm a fan of his music. But is he a guy that I would hang out with my own time? Jeff calls me, hey, dog, want to go get some beer and wings down the street, Buffalo Wild Wings? No, man, I'm busy. Like no, not interested. So he was already in that status for me anyways. That's the way most of these guys are. Hey, dog, you want to do this? No, you're a business partner to me, dude. That's it. It's like, I don't like you on that level. There's people I do like on that level, but they're few and far between. Jeff was never on that level anyway. So, I mean, his personal life means absolutely nothing to me, dude. This certainly occurred with me. Inquisition, for example. Yeah, Inquisition, that was more shit I didn't care about. Granted, that was a band I never cared about, so whatever. Nate Ditburner. This is an order goddamn question. I got 2 order questions. Why knock these out so I can throw his page away. Justin, what are your thoughts on Milwaukee Metal Fest 2025 lineup so far? Who do you want for the fest? I hope Josta gets more Mortician and Christian. I mean, so far from what was released, to be completely honest, if that was the full list that gets released, I won't even say probably. I won't. Maybe Easy will go. There's no way I would go to Milwaukee this year. Me personally. Now there's more to be announced, because even like what I'm going for interviews. That's let's call it like it is. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. That is literally the only reason I go. I'm not saying that I don't help out a little bit with the setup. I'm not saying I don't watch some bands and enjoy it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy hanging out and shit, but that's not the reason I went. I go in to get some goddamn interviews. And right now, the only band that I recall seeing on the list that I even like at all is Deceased. Well, I mean, I'm seeing Deceased again for the 900th fucking time in March. They're coming to Cleveland. I'm not going to Milwaukee to see goddamn Deceased. Now, if I go and while I'm there, of course I'm going to give fucking my boy Kingy a goddamn high five and fucking hang out and fucking shoot the shit because he's cool as fuck and one of the coolest human beings on this fucking earth. So I'm going to do that while I'm there, but I'm not going to specifically go to it for that. And if I had confirmed an interview with Phil Anselmo, you're not a fan of fucking Phil. I'm not a fan of him, but I would definitely do an interview with him, no doubt about it. Why wouldn't I? That's a smart goddamn business move. He already said, nah, no thanks, I'm good. That was his response. That's fine. That's totally fine. I could get 2 shits less. So right now I have 0 reason to go. If Mortician and Christian got added, would I go? No. I've already interviewed both those bands, seen them both a million times. Now, who do I want to forget it? And when you say wants, I'm going to keep it realistic, too. I'm not going to say a bunch of fucking pipe dream shit like Denial of God. That's not happening. I asked them for my fest. There was no reply. And Hell's Heroes asked them. And the reply to Hell's Heroes was, we're not doing any shows in 2025. We're writing a new album. Dude, let's say you played on a Saturday. You flew in on Thursday or Friday. Let's just say even Thursday, because you're going to get a day earlier. You flew in on Thursday, and you flew home on Sunday. That's 4 days of the year. You weren't writing during that time anyways. What the fuck are you talking about? That was a response. Fucking whatever. So that they're not doing it. I already know that. Who would I want to that's realistic? Cradle of Filth. Again, because I want that goddamn Danny. I want to do an interview with Danny Filth. Dave Mewborger, Old Man's Child. Honestly, all those bands that you think are gay as shit, most of you guys, or at least the Cavalk guys. I'm saying realistic stuff. Of course, having Goat Moon there would be cool, but that's not realistic. He's not going to have that. He's not going to have them goddamn Klansmans playing his goddamn fest and fucking people picketing and shit like that. To be honest, even if I do goddamn Dead by Dog, I'm not having Goat Moon. To put it in goddamn perspective. Because of the club I'm having it, the full disclosure, because I even talked about having Satanic War Master at it. The guy that owns the club, he's like, I could get 2 shits. He's like, but because it's a pizza place as well that he delivers. He's like, I don't need to be fucking on my business on a daily thing just because people want to whine and cry about some stupid band. He's like, personally, I think it'd be cool as hell to have them, but they're United. So, and I'm not changing the club for that. Now, if I was to do something out of state or something like that, a club where somebody doesn't care, maybe. But for the same reason, I was like, yeah, Dead by Dog 2, and it's at West Side Bowl. You gonna get Goat Moon, dog? I'm not having them for that very fucking reason. So I don't blame Josh. Oh man, what a pussy. It's a business, dude. He's not doing this because he thinks it's so goddamn fun. Granted, I'm sure he enjoys it at the same time, but the same thing. He's fucking running a business, dude. So use some common fucking sense before you talk out of your goddamn ass. So realistically, yeah. Satiricon would be cool too, even though literally not 90% of their albums I don't like. But doing an interview, I'd be very into doing an interview with like Satire, however you say his name, or Frost. That'd be cool. I would definitely be up for doing an interview with them. Again, I'm saying shit that's possible. Cannibal, of course, because I'm trying to score my Alex Webster interview there. Save me a goddamn trip to fucking Florida. Yeah, drawing some blanks. I'm sure there's people I'm forgetting, but those, to be honest with you. I guess Hypocrisy. I mean, doing an interview with... Granted, I only like the first 2 Hypocrisy albums, but I would do it an interview with Peter Tactrin for sure. Would I watch Hypocrisy? Honestly, probably not. I mean, unless it's like, yeah, we're doing the first 2 albums only. Are you singing like goddamn Macy or Mace or whatever the fuck his name is? Goddamn Caligula for fucking Dark Funeral? Are you singing like those goddamn vocals like in the first 2 albums? Or are we using cheesy goddamn half-ass fucking screams from the later goddamn albums that sound nothing like the first 2 albums? That's okay. I have no interest, dude. That sounds like a band that's covering fucking the first 2 Hypocrisy albums. Vocals are everything too. You got to have that front man. It's got to have similar goddamn vocals. So either you better be able to fucking bust those goddamn those rough and tough fucking death throats on these first 2 records. Better be able to do those, PD. Otherwise, I'm not goddamn interested. Oh, speaking of PDs, Vader, that'd be another one. Vader's always good, and I would like to fucking interview goddamn Peter from Vader. So those are realistic bands that Joss is probably into, or at least he's aware of them, or maybe he's homies with them, or maybe smoked a bowl with them. I don't fucking know. But I mean, those are realistic that I would do, but again, for interviews. Now, if I try to set everything up and none of them set up in interviews and shit, I still might not go. So, yeah, this year's not looking too good that I'm going, but I imagine there's going to be something that comes up that I'll spark my interest to go. But will Easy E go to Vend? He didn't say that he won it, but I mean, so probably. Jared, another guy that last order goddamn question on this page, and we'll finish it up with this. Jared S. appearance. Yo, J-Dog, channel question. What's the difference between OG and UG? Question mark. Here on the West Coast, we've always used OG. Jesus, fuck devils. Can you light this guy up? You need to call Mama over for that, homeboy, and have her fucking spell it out for you. When I say UG, it's a fucking slang / smartass / I'm joking around, just like when I say GB, Deicide, Glenbenton. UG, I'm talking, it means underground. You fucking UG metal. Just like Cavalt. It's not called Cavalt. I say it because they spell the goddamn, with the U, that's the fucking, like, it looks like a V. So we call it that. Shit, I think the first person to say that was Craig when he worked here. You guys know him, Reaper, for that. He's like, I'm so sick of this dumbass Cavalt black metal, because he was doing receiving. He can't read. He's like trying to assemble it and shit. So sick of this goddamn gay-ass Cavalt black metal that I can't figure out the fucking titles. There's no goddamn fucking logo on the thing to assemble it and figure out what the hell the count is. That's where it came from. It was something along those lines. We call it Cavalt black metal around here. So sick of this goddamn retarded shit. So that's where it came from. UG, I'm just being a goddamn smartass. Underground, homeboy. Jesus, man. But while you're at it, goddamn it, call Mama over when she helped you understand the UG and OG out. Call her over, figure out those goddamn paint skis in the goddamn description box, plus your Dead by Dog ticket, plus the goddamn t-shirt line. Pick them up as stocking stuffers, or for a bud, or for yourself, goddamn it. And comments, questions, you know what to do. Put the rest of the combat skin in the morning. Later, goddamn it.